Hi, we're at Serials 2015, just showing off the new Fera UAV. We're going to be running it with the near-infrared camera and a visual spectrum camera. Just take you to the spare pod. We've got some dummy cameras in here, which are basically dummy weights that we use for practice flights and getting our log hours up. The flight is, the cameras are operated with a gimbal, so when you go into any rock on the aircraft, the gimbal goes in the opposite direction. You need to have a bit of gimbal there, but you don't want a perfect gimbal because you need the oblique imagery to create a 3D height model. We use the imagery, we get the near-infrared imagery, we can get vegetation indices which give you crop health, water stress, where you need irrigation, where you're getting drought, where your drainage patterns are. Green areas are good, red areas are bad, but you get hard-coded values that you can correlate with measurements actually in the field. 3D data lets you look at this information in a 3D model. For example, you've got your hedgerow here in a 2D, it's very hard to see what the composition of that hedgerow is. When you visualize that in 3D, you can see your trees, your heights of your trees, you can get the actual volumetric measurements of that vegetation. The accuracy of the data we're going for, it's survey grade data, so we're looking at getting the perfectly field boundaries actually geolocated in their plus or minus 5 centimetre areas. So farmers can get really accurate measurements of their land, their buffer strips, they can check on the RPA and make sure their payments are correct. We get true area estimates, so you're not looking at a plan air 2D map surface to get your area estimates. You're really looking at the 3D surface, so if you've got a rise in a field, your actual area is a lot bigger than it is in 2D, so your payments may be different than you are getting from the RPA. So this is basically our new Fera UAV, and we're going to be flying it this summer, doing some test plots, and then moving into the next growing season using it as a service.